I'm Cheryl Craft, and I'm from the Keck School of Medicine at University of Southern California and the USC Roski Eye Institute. I'm a professor in ophthalmology and cell and neurobiology, and I was the second woman chair in the history of the medical school. Well, I'm a basic scientist, and so all of our basic science is translatable to AMD research. And so one of the areas that I'm really interested in with AMD is dealing with susceptibility and resistance genes that might be implicated in AMD in patients. And so we have animal models that actually have subsets of genes that are also found as risk factors in AMD. And so we're really interested in using that information to then, hopefully find some therapeutic agents that might, help prevent or slow AMD. One particular research area that we're focusing on right now is a protein called clusterin, and it's a protective protein that's found naturally in the human body, in the eye also. But what we've found is with the clusterin that we can slow retinal degeneration. And so what we're hoping to do is to make that into a form of gene therapy that in the future it might slow the AMD process. It suppresses reactive oxygen species, and also it suppresses metalloproteinases that are inflammatory factors that when they get out of hand then they destroy parts of the eye. And so we're really interested in the mechanism of how this slows that process so that we can make a better reagent. So I'm working with another colleague who is she started a small company, and she's using it right now in animal models to prevent dry eye and to help with tear formation. And so we're testing it in the animal models so that we can then go into, mice don't have macula, so, but they do have a beautiful population of cone photoreceptors. And so we're looking to preserve that high acuity vision in these animals, and then hopefully would go into, a clinical trial with a gene therapy approach. Currently, as a basic scientist, I collaborate and help some of the clinician scientists at USC. So one of those deals actually with Mark Humayun's work and Second Sight. So I consult with them and help them with analyzing their new clinical trials on AMD, looking at RPE, developed pigment epithelium from embryonic stem cells that they put on a substrate called perylene. And so I help them in analyzing some of the results. Well, definitely for Professor Humayun's, they're FDA approved now. So they're starting clinical trials on those with the Argus 2, the retinal prosthesis. So with what I'm working on with the clusterin and some other reagents, those are still early on, but hopefully they'd be in clinical trials hopefully within 5 years. So we're developing the gene therapy right now for that.